Hey guys, Professor Jaq here. Hope you're doing okay in the quarantine. Hope you're keeping yourselves healthy and safe, because we're going to need you come next March when Comic Con Baltics returns. And because of that, we've got our first guest to announce, RJ Mitte, who played Walter White Jr. in Breaking Bad. He was able to sit down with us for a little bit of a conversation, kind of pre-con, and we're going to show that to you right now. Great. Hi, RJ. I'm Professor Jaq. You are RJ Mitte of Breaking Bad and many, many other things. Welcome to Comic Con Baltics. First of all, thank you for agreeing to talk to us here. We're really looking forward to you coming out next March and actually seeing you in person. But right now, obviously, the reason we're doing this next March is because there's things going on. How is quarantine for you? How are things?
Good, normal for me. I pretty much live in quarantine before this, so no, it's good. You know, it's kind of interesting that we're in this kind of situation, but I always try to look at the positive of something that affects the globe. And there's a lot of negativity surrounding this. At the same time, there's a lot of positivity surrounding this. And I feel that we could either let one win or one lose. And I try to let positivity win overall.
Sure.
Because we can always be negative.
It's easy.
It's easy to be negative. But I'm holding up well. Just really busy working. Most of the industry itself, entertainment industry, is kind of closed down. But when it comes to some of my other work, I'm fairly busy. It's never ending.
That's great. Staying busy is probably the best thing. So, all right, I got a question for you. We're here in the Baltics. You're in Texas.
Yes, correct.
Had you heard of Comic Con Baltics? Have you ever been over here to Lithuania?
I haven't been, and that was when I got the invitation to be a part of this. That was one of the reasons why I was so excited to jump on, is because I've never been to Lithuania. I haven't been to the Baltics. It's a part of the world that I've been really wanting to go. With Breaking Bad, it really allowed me to have fans all over the globe, of all different natures, and I'm always excited to meet those fans and see those cultures and be a part of that. And I love Comic Cons for that reason, because you get to meet so many amazing people that live in these cities and that live in places that you probably wouldn't get to go to on your own, really.
Sure.
And I'm very happy to be able to team up with y'all and be a part of this and get to meet everyone.
That's great. I mean, obviously the show is, internationally the show is huge, and it's certainly very big here in Lithuania. We all love it. But now you said you like going to cons. Are you a big con goer yourself?
I am. I'm a comic book nerdy, larper, anime, video game guy. So yeah.
Really, you're a larper?
Well, I have in the
Okay.
past. I don't got too much of a community anymore. Takes quite a bit of time, but yeah, back in the day.
So yeah, you were a Ren Fair guy too then?
Oh, very much so. Well, one of the largest in the world is based in Houston, Texas, and I used to go every year. I love the Renaissance. I love, I love that dark age, that period of society where it was the stone and iron and this kind of or sticks and stone and iron and mortar, and
Sure.
I find it very fascinating, and I think we could probably revert there very quickly if this pandemic keeps going.
Scary, a little bit scary. So are you a D&D guy then as well?
I am, but I've only played it a couple of times. I've only been on 2 campaigns,
Okay.
and they lasted like months.
All right, so we'll have to set up a D&D campaign for you when you're here. We'll do a little after hours D&D thing for you.
A little small one, yeah.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Okay, so now obviously one of the big questions that you, I'm sure, get a lot, people with disabilities.
Yes.
Right. So when we're researching, right, you're very vocal about helping people with cerebral palsy. How does it feel to be, probably one of the highest profile advocates and for the disability and to be so outspoken and be able to do so much for it. How does it feel?
Responsible. It's kind of I'm one of many that's been working in the industry for a very long time, but luckily with Breaking Bad, I was able to highlight diversity and disability even more over the last decade, and I'm honored to be able to do that. I'm honored to be able to bring awareness to these commonalities of life. So many people have disabilities, not just cerebral palsy, but so many things and challenges and aspects of life that we face that we don't look at as often as we cast away quicker than most. And I think it's so important that we utilize these aspects of human life and that we treat them as knowledge and we treat them as power. And when you get an opportunity like Breaking Bad that allows you to get that power, that allows you to bring notoriety to the things that you believe in, it's important to do so. It's important to raise awareness. It's important to fight causes that maybe not be your own, but that help others. And if you can do so, why not?
Right. Okay. So did you find yourself having to work harder, especially in Hollywood, where really you're dealing with kind of a very physical kind of field?
That's just my life.
Okay.
That's just my life, man. It's always working harder. It's don't you work harder on your weekdays?
Absolutely.
Exactly. It's the same thing. It's all about perspective. It's all in perception and how we view people to how we think about people. And if you view someone in a wheelchair, you're going to say, man, that guy must have a hard life getting around. He must have this thing that it's like stairs and all these aspects of his life. How can he do that? But to that individual, it's normal. That's right. His life. That's his way of being. It doesn't matter. It's like yeah, if you can't walk and you get stairs, you're gonna go fuck.
Right.
but at the same,
I used to date a girl in a wheelchair, so
yeah.
Yeah.
You know the humor. You know the thing. It's funny. It's unique, and it's like and then eventually you're just like, oh well, you're like, yeah, this is something, and then you go about your day and you figure out how to find that solution to that problem, and then eventually it's not even a problem anymore because you already have the solution.
So now that's an internal response. What about external responses? Have you ever been discriminated or bullied against? And do you have anything to say to people about that?
Yeah. I mean, I find as an adult, I get probably more. Not see. This is the thing about bullying: is bullying as an adult turns into something different because you don't know that you're being bullied as an adult. People can hide it better. They can snicker better, and they know it's going to hurt your feelings if I tell you all the things that I'm talking behind your back about, or I'm doing to undermine you, and that in itself is bullying.
Sure.
We don't view it that way. We don't view bad business decisions as bullying, or people that are making snide comments or trying to cut you down. Once you turn 30, that's just that person's personality.
Right.
So that they're not a bully, they're just an ass.
Right. Absolutely.
But I dealt with my fair share as a kid. I deal with my fair share of intimidation now. I mean, part of business is intimidation, and when you're dealing with certain entities, that's how they get their way. And it's hard, but I think every person handles it differently. I think we all have to stick up for what we believe in. If there is a code or a moral compass that you have, continue to not let it waver.
Sure.
I think so often than not, people just accept being punched after a while, and you can't forever. You can't. Eventually, you turn to mush.
Right, right. So if you saw somebody or somebody said, hey, I've been getting bullied, I'm doing this, any bit of advice that you would give
Yeah,
like a young
knock them
person?
out. Knock them out. Don't, no, and maybe not physically, but mentally. And this is the thing: is those people won't be there forever. They won't. They don't care about you. They don't care about your feeling. But at the end of the day, you still care, and that you should hold those feelings true. And talk to your friends, talk to your family, talk to the people that you can confide in. And but the thing is, a lot of people don't have that. So figure out how to confide in yourself. Figure out how to be able to look at and realize who you are as an individual is not what someone claims you are to be. You define who you are. You make those decisions because by your actions, by your behavior, by the things that you want in life. So don't allow someone that wants to repress people repress you.
Fair enough. But now, okay, you mentioned the things that you want in life. Well, obviously, eventually the thing that you wanted in life was to be an actor. You got the opportunity, right? You get the opportunity, right? You're doing Breaking Bad now. I mean, we had, I don't know if you saw when Cranston was at Comic Con a couple of years ago. He was wearing a Walter White mask.
Yes.
Right. We had Landon Meyer at our last Comic Con who made the mask here. But what was it like working with people like Brian and Aaron Paul and these guys? I mean, they're obviously getting the bulk of the notoriety.
Yeah.
But you were kind of you were kind of a standout. Kind of coming from nowhere, and all of a sudden, it's like everybody's paying attention here.
Yeah, it was an honor actually to be a part of something so big. It's such a massive show, and everyone a part of it had such a massive persona. But having a show like that and having people like Brian and Aaron, and at the time Aaron was on that uprise of that shining star he is today, and Anna Gunn and Betsy and Dean, and this camaraderie cast that had such a history in the industry. And here I come in 6-7 months, a year into the industry, and go like, hey guys, how's it going? It was interesting. I was 13 turning 14 when I started the show. Everyone was a little bit older than me, so it was a different vibe. It was a unique experience being able to work and learn this set, and I loved it. I loved my job. I loved what we were doing. The content was something that was really, really unique. It turned into something really beautiful, and it continues to live on through not just Breaking Bad, but Better Call Saul and El Camino and the fans themselves. And that's one of the reasons why I like cons, is because without the fans, this show wouldn't exist. Every year they canceled Breaking Bad. Every year it was a show that was like, it's too expensive and it's too much of a headache and it's too many people and we don't want to fund it, but we really love it.
Right.
And they kept doing it and they kept funding it, and even at the end they were trying to cut it short. But people loved it, and they loved it, and the network loved it because the fans loved it, that you loved it, that the people wanted this. This wasn't just you see a lot of TV shows that are just TV shows, right?
Right.
It's like, oh, that's just a network show, or oh, that's just this. This wasn't just a TV show. This was a show. This was a movie. This was a cinematic experience. And I feel like we don't make those anymore. The cinematic experience is kind of being lost to just the ocean of television.
Sure. So now I don't want to go too much into this because obviously we got to save something for when you're here.
Yes.
But what about behind the scenes? I mean, was Brian like a father figure? Who was the leader off camera?
Oh, Brian for sure was the leader off camera. And he was a good father figure. He was a good person to be able to look at as a mentor and as someone that really really, I don't want to say command, but command is a great, I guess, passive skill that Brian has. I wouldn't just say passive skill, because he doesn't utilize his command as most people do. You know, some people are very like hammered on, and then some people either are like very lenient, and he's kind of this mixture of both. And his presence really drove a lot of the set, and his belief in his characters. And I think it was a great opportunity for me as such a young actor to be able to look at these Bryan Cranstons and Anna Gunns and Giancarlo Esposito's and see these careers that I can kind of over the years be like, that's what I wanted to do, or that's what I would like to do, or that's what I inspired to do, and kind of be able to walk down those paths in my own direction.
Sure. So I that's wonderful. I mean, thank you for taking the time to do this. Obviously, we cannot wait to see you here in Lithuania. We are so
very
excited. So excited that you've signed up. This is going to be an amazing con, and having you here is just going to make it so much better.
This is going to be amazing. I'm very excited to see everyone. Was sad to see it had to get pushed, but please, everyone, be safe. Enjoy. But we're coming. We'll see you in Lithuania. I'm very excited to see the country and the city, and I've only heard amazing things. So
perfect. Thank you so much.
My pleasure.
We'll see you in a couple of months.
See you in a couple of months.
Wow, that was pretty amazing, huh? Hope you guys enjoyed that as much as we did. So if you want to see more of RJ Mitte, please, Comic Con Baltics. Next March, the 27th, 28th, we're going to be at Lit Expo in Vilnius. We want to see you there with RJ and all of our other guests. So please, stay healthy, stay happy. See you next March.